Hey guys, so I wanted to give you a bit of an update about what's going to happen next week. So as you know, next week was supposed to be our spring break, but it doesn't appear that we are getting it. That's not a school decision. That is our governor who said we must continue to provide instruction. Now, first let me tell you that many of you have been doing an awesome job getting work in, and I know the conditions are less than ideal, and you've been doing a really great job getting things in. So I want to say kudos to you guys. Then secondly, for those of you, excuse me, who are not getting work in, I'm not here to shame you or condemn you. I understand it's really hard, and I'm here to support you in any way I can. And if you're not getting work in, it's okay. We'll work together and we'll figure something out. And this week is mainly for you guys that are having a hard time struggling to get some work done. I'm going to be connecting with you and hopefully doing some Zoom sessions for you guys to help catch you up quickly. Because our district is about to roll out phase 2, and we haven't really gotten any information about what phase 2 is, so I don't want to say too much because I don't know anything, but I would imagine that phase 2 is when we start really providing new instruction that isn't just vocab, maybe some grammar, things that you've never seen before. We're really going to be moving forward, doing new units, and actually I would think that phase 2 is going to provide some grading as well. So I just really want to catch up those people who haven't been doing any work so that you're ready to hit the ground running when that phase 2 comes in. I also think that phase 2 is going to organize your work better, and so that teachers are all doing the same thing across the board, a little, maybe not completely across the board, but a little bit more uniform, a little bit easier to keep track of things, and hopefully they'll be giving us a little bit more guidance on how we should be assigning work and how much and when, etc. Because really up till now, all they've told us is that we should provide 42 minutes of work every single day, which, let's face it, that's a lot of work, and kind of probably unrealistic, which I have not been providing, but there really hasn't been much guidance. So phase 2 should help solidify things a little bit more for you. So for those of you who are really struggling, just hold tight, hang on. We're listening to all of your feedback. We're listening to parent feedback, listening to teacher feedback, and the administrators are working really hard behind the scenes, coming up with something for us all. So this week, I want you to just focus on anything that you have missed. I have gone through Schoology and I have unpublished things at this point I don't want you to do. So things from the first week of shutdown, I don't want you to work on those anymore. It's over, it's done. Okay, I've also gone through Infinite Campus. Instead of putting missing, I put exempt, so that if you have parents that are like checking that and making you do things that are missing, it says exempt. So that means I don't want you to do that. The ones I want you to do are still missing. I also went through Schoology and numbered all of the assignments in the order in which they should be done. Most of the time it appears in order anyways, but it got a little out of order. So I numbered them 1, and in some cases it's 1A and 1B because it's a 2-part assignment. So pay attention to that. Don't do number 4 if you haven't done number 3, okay? And then go back, because you may have, let's say you did decide that you didn't want to do listening because you don't like listening and you skipped it. So you did number 4 and 5, but you didn't do 2 and 3. So go back and do 2 and 3 now, okay? So that by the end of the next week, everybody should be all done with everything. And if you're a student that has multiple assignments missing, either you reach out to me or I will probably be reaching out to you to figure out how we can get this done quickly without a lot of stress on your part, okay? That's that. The other thing that I want you to look at for this week is that some of you are missing assignments from before the shutdown. So if you were to look at your grade right now, do you like the way your grade is? Because that might very well, and I don't know this for sure, that might very well be your grade for the third quarter. So if you're unhappy with what your grade looks like for the third quarter and you want to change anything or do anything over, or if you have missing assignments and you need to do those, now is the time. I will tell you that level 2 kids, you have that unit writing that some of you did not do, and that is a major portion of your grade. So please, that is something that you should be working on this week. Level 3 students, some of you are missing the speaking portion of your unit test. I'm not sure why, but some of you are missing that, and that is what I would focus on this week too. And then if there's anything like you're not sure, I mean, I can't look at every single person's grade and send them everything that they need. It would be too overwhelming for me. So if you look in your portal and you're not sure what something is and you don't have it and you need it, reach out to me individually. I will respond to messages. I anticipate that a large part of my week this week is going to be sending and receiving messages. So that's okay. Say I'm missing this. What is it? Can you send it to me? And I will do that as quickly as possible. Just remember though, there's like 80 kids probably doing the same thing as you. So be patient, but this is what we're doing this week. We're just kind of regrouping and filling in the gaps, filling in the holes. Okay, then the last thing I want to mention, before I talk about extra credit, I just have to say that you guys, when I go through Quizlet, I'm not really sure what's happening, or if you don't realize that you're not really finished with your Quizlet. So I'm going to try and flip my camera. Unfortunately, I can't change the orientation once I begin videoing, but I want to show you what I see on my end. Ooh, I don't know if this is working. Can you see? Okay, I'm sorry to call some people out, but this is the level 2 class, and you see that people who finished their work have 2 checks. And then those who haven't finished, like here, this learn is started, but it's not finished. That's started, but it's not finished. It's started, but it's not finished. It's started, but it's not finished. And there'll be 2 checks once it's finished. So this is finished and this is finished. And I don't see anybody with checks on their learn, but I mean, technically I should be seeing checks on the learn. So if you think you finished the learn, that's weird. That's happening to like everybody, not just you, but there technically should be a check on the learn when you're finished with that. So, well, I'm not going to re-record this whole video over again. So sorry, it might be something on Quizlet. So I'm going to look into that. But if you can show me that your learn is finished, I don't know. I guess I'll just have to reach out to Quizlet and see what's going on with that now that I'm looking at everybody's with no checks. But technically, if you're totally finished, you should have a check there. So hang tight. I'm going to check that. I'm going to work on that. Now, okay, so once all of your work is handed in, there are some kids who have been doing a ridiculously awesome job getting all their work in. They don't have anything that they owe me throughout the marking period. Okay, there is extra credit for you guys in the Schoology folder. It's called, I think for you guys, it's just, it's called Centre d'Apprentissage, which means like a learning hub. That's all extra credit. So there's 4 different types of learning. So there's listening, reading, writing, and then culture, or even some crazy fun movement exercise things that I thought would be cool for you to do. Probably I'm the only one who thinks that would be cool. So if you do those, you get extra credit for each one that you've completed. I think I put 3 points for each one. So if you think, like if you did 4, which is the maximum of the one, you could do 4, you would get 12 extra credit points for that, which really is a lot. Okay, so to recap, finish all of your work. If you're missing multiple assignments, I will be in contact with you, hopefully, or you can contact me if I don't get to you right away. Then take a look at anything that you want to improve on your graded portion of your grade. So whatever we did before the shutdown, submitting missed work, that kind of thing. And then 3, and I'll open, and by the way, remember how I said like once the unit's over, then you can't hand in any more work? Don't worry about that. Whatever you want to hand in, you can hand in at this point. Okay, I'm not closing anything off. So anything from quarter 3 grade can be redone. And then lastly, extra credit is only for those kids who have all missing work in, graded and ungraded. So do not do the extra credit if you do not have everything done first. Then you can get everything done by Monday or Tuesday or even Wednesday, and you want to do the extra credit, or if you get it all done and on Friday you want to do one of the extra credits, just one, then do just one for 3 points, go for it. But first, get all those other things done. I miss you guys a lot. So I hope you're doing well, and if you have any questions, reach out to me. I'll be in touch with lots of you soon. Okay, have a good week.